sandwich, everybody! Are we all good? I certainly hope we are, because I'm pretty good. Okay, today's altogether been quite a good day. I went to see Microphone Sandwich. Hello. Hang on. Got top 40 in the first level of Shadow Generations. Cool. C2 for Daylight Savings Time ends last Sunday, October. I think so. Do I sound okay, by the way? Well done, Stans. That's cool. Yeah, UK's gaining an extra hour tomorrow. Extra hour in bed. Yeah, I saw some robot combat live. But you were there for a brief moment of time, Stans, and that's the important part. Anyways, if we are all good, you've likely noticed. Hi, Menace, how you doing? You probably noticed I'm going to be playing some Black Ops 6 today, because it came out recently. And you're a menace to society. Okay, Eli. Alright. And shall we cease beating about the bush? Time to do some shootermidding, methinks. Hi, Carrie. I have been playing the campaign of this. It is very good. How can I interact with you all beside Sat Touch? I would suggest Discord, were it not for you know, reasons which we all know, which we're not going to talk about. For red card. What's going on here? French! French! And if campaigns could be a campaign in the ass, depending on things, I suppose. By the way, does my mic sound okay? Doesn't sound too loud or too distorted, does it? On Skyline today. Oh yeah, I remember this one from the beta. This one was good. Fair enough. Still a pretty good time, if you ask me.
Hardpoint. Go time. Capture the objective.
You heard him. It's go time. So let's do some going, shall we? Oh man, I love the sound effects in this game. Let me just turn it down a bit because, you know, it's loud. I think it's reset my bindings, actually, for KBM. Just a little bit annoying, but oh well. I think the subreddit just died. I need to fiddle with my bindings again because this is a glitch that's occurring in the more.
Hostiles have captured the hard point. Hard point is secure.
It's a glitch that's been occurring where it isn't tracking your, isn't saving stuff that's saved locally. Like, you know,
Hostiles have the hard point.
your saved settings.
Hard point locked down. Hostiles have captured the hard point.
That's what we like to call spraying and praying. Usually it doesn't work that well. Take that. Gosh, it's even turned off subtitles.
Hard point identified.
Ah!
Hard point set. Hostiles have the hard point.
Could for can, should for shall, and would for will. No mud for must.
You've fallen behind.
Mildly. Quite so, quite so. Ow. Yes, English is very strange.
Hard point locked down.
Oh, Thick of It. I've never seen it.
Hostiles have captured the
Never actually watched The Thick of It.
hard point active.
Take that. Ha 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 ha.
Hostiles have the hard point.
That said, I'm not sure it's very keen on my using.
Hostile Kilo inbound.
Hostiles eliminated.
Good grief! It's even fiddled with my field of view. How did I not notice it before? Is the weird thing. Let me see if I can swap to my other loadout quick. I didn't. Wait, no, wrong loadout. Wrong loadout again. Strategist, that's the one.
Hard point identified.
Enemy watchdog healer overhead.
Bang. Bang.
Hard point set.
Tally, watchdog healer.
Ow.
Tally, watchdog healer.
It's because English just doesn't follow rules.
Enemy watchdog healer overhead.
There we go. Down it goes. That's much better. Considerably so, I might even say. That's a Shooty McGee.
Requesting recon overhead.
Oh, Shooter McGavin. Interesting name.
Hard point hard point active.
Yeah, it's technically dice is the plural. The singular being die. So if you hear someone say roll the dice, then unless there are multiple dice, then they are saying so incorrectly.
Hard point locked down.
Imagine the confusion I had as a child when I discovered that, because everyone just said dice. Whee! The singular of rice.
Point identified.
Deece's pieces. Ellery, you'll only be here till half past. Oh well. You just can enjoy me playing my cower duties for that amount of time. No cheeses for us Mises.
Hardpoint locked down.
Got him. Ah! No, you don't. Yes, you do.
Hardpoint is secure.
P was actually a back formation from P's. Fun. I suppose that's because rice has different etymology.
Hardpoint locked down.
It doesn't have a singular, it's a grain of rice.
Hardpoint is in. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint set.
Uh-oh.
Hardpoint is secure.
I think that might have been friendly, but oh well. Yes! Haha! Get murked. Getst thou'st murked. Haha! Ow! It's all rather confusing, really. So said a very wise or not so wise man. Let's go. Come on in. Uh-oh.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint located. Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint active. Fucking blind. Hostiles captured the hardpoint.
I love how you're able to play as Woods in this game, despite the fact that canonically Woods is in a wheelchair at this point.
Hardpoint locked down.
And Woods is also canonically your announcer. This. Splice. And perhaps one that's oft forgotten, trice. As in a trice. VOD logic moment.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
I'm sorry, what?
Nazir authorizing UAV mission. Hardpoint is
Scout
secure.
pulse is active.
Hardpoint identified.
Ow. Slice, yes indeed.
Hardpoint is active. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Get a counter UAV in the air.
Thrice.
Requesting recon above.
Not forgetting as well, there's plenty of multi-syllable words with ending ICE, like poultice.
Hardpoint is secure. Gearing up for a final push. Hope you left someone to tank. Hardpoint located.
Or pumice, the pump as in the stone. I forget what kind of stone pumice is. I think it's sedimentary, but actually, no, it wouldn't be, would it? Is it metamorphic pumice?
Sharpshooter eliminated.
Solstice, that's another one. Yeah, can someone look that up for me? What kind of rock pumice is? Igneous, sedimentary, metamorphic. You're going to keep going at ice words.
Hardpoint identified.
Snipers down. Move up.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint set.
I've got another one for you, lattice. Referring to, like, sort of intersecting patterns, lattice. Venice is a place, so does it count? Not all these words rhyme with rice. If you're looking for words that rhyme with ice, spice, of course.
Driving RCXD. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint located. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Hostile shooter.
Hardpoint active.
Oh, and we have been defeated. Forsooth.
Park requesting immediate dust off.
Crunchy Croissant, how you doing? And the first we see of the best play is this dude diving into a pool. Amazing. Very nice play. And then I died. Bang, 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 bang. Smooth. Privet idiotic Ava, how you doing? And see you later, Rio. Possibly. Maybe. Some of these emotes are pretty funny. I have another fiddle in the gunsmith, see if I can see. Don't think I actually have anything unlocked for this because it's only level 1. But oh well. I went on a hike yesterday and you're having trouble working or doing nothing at all without pain. I know the I know the feeling. Reminds me of what happened when I was in Toronto after I'd been walking for a while. Oh no, if I'm level flashbangs, I'll put them on them. Nearly died, holy shit. You okay? I also haven't put any perks on here, so I've got to do that.
Claim the advantage now. Hold it. We took out their HVT.
Okay then.
Enemy HVT on site. Take them out.
Uh-oh. Ow. Well, that didn't go well. Went to Walmart today and found a lady threatened to sue a guy because he was taking too long in the dressing rooms. What is it with Americans and just being so angry about things? Why are Americans so angry?
Friendly HVT on site. Keep them safe.
I've heard a lot of things about American hospitality, but like,
Under fire.
so often I hear stories about, seriously, Americans are some of the angriest people I know. If I make a revamp of chatting shit, there's every chance that if I make a revamp of chatting shit, then
HVT.
I might completely redo it.
Take them out.
I might have to just do a sequel. Call it Chatting Shit 2.0.
HVT is taking fire. Keep the package safe.
The Pride.
Watch it! Sniper!
Our HVT has been eliminated.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd rather live in America than, say, Russia. But at the same time, I'd rather not live in America, because, like, there are so many things about it that just scare me. One of the things being how angry the people can get.
We took out their HVT. Friendly HVT on site. Keep them safe.
Does anyone else get that? Like,
HVT under fire. Repeat. HVT under fire. Enemy HVT on site.
depends on where you live. Oh yeah, and it's easy to forget as well that, well, that America's fucking huge. It's like 57 different countries that all agreed to basically be the same country for some reason.
Eyes up. You're the HVT.
Oh, I'm the HVT now, that means I've got to stay with this team. Ooh, I leveled up, hooray.
HVT is down. Hostile HVT located.
Sniper's dead! Come out there! Watch it!
Ow.
Sniper!
I am become dead. Basically the UK though, what do you mean? The UK is absolutely nothing like America in terms of sheer size. Sheer size and sheer sort of...
HVT is taking fire. Safe.
First yawn of the evening, but I can't turn it on yet. Rather, can't update the counter yet.
Our HVT has been eliminated.
Darth, I was too slow.
Spring mine
Enemy
spotted!
HVT on site. Take them out.
If every state was its own country, then... to be honest, it would probably be a lot like the European Union.
Friendly HVT on site. Keep them safe.
Ow.
Here we go!
Ow. Take that.
Come out now!
Haha. Whilst this kill cam plays, I'm going to quickly update the yawn counter. That's it, hang on.
Enemy HVT is down. HVT under fire. Repeat. HVT under fire.
That's more like
They
it!
got our HVT.
I think we're okay.
Hostile HVT located.
Disguised as one country in a trench coat.
HVT. Crate authorizing what job you don't have. HPT is taking fire. Keep the package safe.
Amsterdam hamster dance. Except in the Netherlands. Ah! Multiple times, various, I think, southern states have, like, threatened to secede.
Repeat,
And they never have.
our HPT has been eliminated.
And they never have. Because it's always just bluster.
You are our HPT. Stay alert.
Meh.
Deploying RTXD.
I don't feel so good.
Enemy HPT is down. Hostile HPT located.
Oh, I accidentally got one of my, thingies. One of my daily objectives.
Friendly HPT on site. Keep them safe. All units prepare for exfil. This one's on.
Hell of an effort, everyone. We earned
Have an effort, everyone. Not a single crumb to recognise the Confederacy as an actual nation during the Civil War. Specifically Holland or the entirety of the Netherlands? So you mean the Netherlands? I do not ever hear Yuri say let Yuri hear you say that. That's the word we're looking for. I'll fiddle with the graphic settings a bit. Use FSR3 instead, I think. VRAM scale target up a bit, see if that helps any at all. Hopefully that should help a bit. No, don't leave the lobby. Yeah, it's weird. It's like calling the entirety of the United Kingdom England. What, Americans? I need 22 more marksman rifle kills, and then I'll have done that one. Come to think, I haven't actually put any attachments on this thing. I'm still doing it bare bones.
someone has to watch it, sniper.
3. Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Scout pulse activated.
Just casually ignore the glitchy water graphics. Just, yeah.
We've taken the lead. Stay on task.
That was not clean at all.
Moving here.
That was better, but still not great, was it?
If you have something to say, you best say it.
Poof! I forgot what team I am at the moment. Am I Crimson or... Oof, packet burst. Oh, I'm Crimson this time. I've been Crimson a fair few times this time round. Update my GPU drivers, I'll put a seizure warning because of it. Fair enough. I suppose it could also be an issue with Black Ops 6 itself, because I had texture issues on the Xbox version as well. My money's on it being an issue with the, what do you call it? Yeah, my money's on it being an issue with the game. Maybe you do need to update my drivers. I'll try that later. Somebody's having mic issues. I'm not really on top of GPU driver updates. I've got to change that, really.
Bring mine down.
I forgot I can sprint backwards.
Scout pulse running.
I can sprint backwards, can't I? Ha 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 ha!
Disarmed your spring mine.
Sending flashbang.
Let's see, if I do say so myself, Black Ops 6 is... I'd say it's honestly probably the best of the Warzone 2.0 games. Modern Warfare 2 was good. Modern Warfare 3 was alright. This is really quite good. Black Ops 6. Somebody's moaning into the mic. The best of when it has glitches like that. I've seen far worse glitches. I don't judge a game by its glitches. I judge a game by how fun it is.
I'm not losing another friend. Clear. Sniper is down.
Okay. Switch loadout. To one of my custom ones this time. Scourge. This should be fun. I mean... Dock points for any glitch that causes rapid flashing lights on a wide scale. Fair enough. What I'd also say is that Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is a complete mess, and yet it's considered a really, really, really good game by a lot of people, despite being completely and utterly broken to this day, as I understand it. Somebody's moaning into the mic. That's usually not good. Fair point. There is also the possibility that Call of Duty doesn't like the fact that I'm playing with, that I'm also playing with OBS on. Sometimes games can be, you know, finicky like that. And I'm pretty sure Modern Warfare 3 didn't. That's why I avoided playing Modern Warfare 3 on stream.
Enemy RCXD detected.
You come here! You come back here! Yeah! That's better! I mean, to be fair, if you're a Sonic fan, yeah, you have seen a lot worse. Reminds me of the time that I tried to play Sonic Forces and could not for the life of me take it seriously. I cannot take Sonic Forces seriously. It's so... It insists upon itself so hard. And I know I'm borrowing the line from Peter Griffin, but it really insists upon itself so hard. It just... It tries to take itself so damn seriously, and I can't. I can't. It can't be taken seriously. Exactly. And yet it tried, and that's the point. That's what's wrong. Sonic is at its best when it's not taking itself too seriously. Case in point, things like Generations. Story relatively light. Not too much going on. The Sonic Forces promotion with Hooters. I'm sorry, what? I mean, I've heard very good things about Frontiers. But then you mainly got stuff like, well, Sonic Forces. And also like Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow is what happens when Sonic tries to... when you are... Shadow the Hedgehog is what happens when you ask an edgy Sonic fan to write a Sonic game.
You can't hide.
Sonic Unleashed is basically just a game that's about Sonic going on a world adventure. Hence why it's called Sonic World Adventure in Japanese. And then he occasionally turns into a werewolf for some reason. For some reason that everybody seemed to dislike. Kapow. Where are you? Got one. Weird water glitch. I'm gonna see what happens if I turn the water quality down in my graphics. Quality. Turn down water quality.
You slow up, mate. Sniper working.
Turn down deferred physics quality, see what happens then. You love the werehog. I missed your message regarding Sonic Unleashed. As a way, Hedgehog turned into a werewolf, and somebody SCI subreddit made the first Sonic Unleashed pun of it. Yep. Sonic Unleashed. Let's make a really good Sonic game, but then also put a really weird mechanic in it. Let's make half of it a weird beat 'em up for some reason. Have I unlocked anything else for this? So I've unlocked the suppressor, I suppose. And the long barrel. I'll whack those two on then. No, the underbarrel slot is locked. But I do also have the extended mag. Sure, why not? Mayhap people would love it if Werehog was Knuckles. Mayhap. Raining the fire, raining the fire. Why was OKKO the show with the Sonic crossover? Because OKKO was kind of built for it? Wait, Sonic Generations, Colors and Forces were all written by... You mean to tell me that those 3 games were all written by the same guy behind Happy Tree Friends? I'm sorry, what? OKKO was mainly centered around video games. True, actually. Wah!
Eyes up. You're the HVT. Enemy HVT on site. Take them out. We're winning.
I have a recollection of OKKO having, like, this massive, massive crossover episode with, like, almost everything that Cartoon Network had. Happy Tree Friends and Mad World,
Protect our HVT.
as in the video game Mad World.
HVT under fire. Repeat. HVT under fire.
I also do have to wonder why Sonic in particular resonates with Sonic, for some reason, is one of those franchises that seems to resonate with autistic kids. Or is it just me? Why does Sonic resonate with autistic kids as much as it does?
Enemy HVT is down.
For all the flack that the Sonic Boom games got, having seen a little bit of the Sonic Boom series, it's actually really quite funny.
HVT under fire. Repeat. HVT under fire. Enemy RTX.
And then it starts to make sense why the Sonic Boom games were so bad, because they weren't Sonic games, they were TV show games. They were games based on a movie. Repetition, time trials, and physics are generally able to be predictable. Why? That doesn't really explain the Sonic OCs or the obsessions with the characters and the like.
Hostile HVT located. Protect our HVT.
And the Sonic AI memes. I'm sorry, what?
HVT under fire. Repeat. HVT under fire. We took out their HVT. Enemy HVT on site. Take them out.
That had to hurt.
This game has very nice sound design.
HVT is taking fire.
Oh boy,
Keep the
that was...
safe. They got our HVT.
Quickly whack on a site. There we go. Whacked myself a sight on there.
Enemy HVT is down. Friendly HVT on site. Keep them safe. Repeat, HVT under fire.
I guess. There's also probably the fact that it's, you know, bright and colourful.
Hostile HVT located.
You do the same for me.
Antoine.
Taking fire. Keep the package safe. We took out their
Antoine Dodson, for instance. That's what the name Antoine reminds me of. Antoine Dodson. You know, he's climbing in your windows, he's smacking your people up, trying to. So you'll need to hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband, 'cause if everybody out there.
Take them out. Come out now.
protect our HVT.
Feels like a lot. It does feel like a lot of Sonic's friends either started out wanting to kill him, or started out having known him from a very early age.
HVT under fire.
Isn't Tails meant to be like 2 years old in Sonic 2?
Hostile HVT located.
I mentioned this in another Discord server, incidentally, but I'll mention it here as well. But Tails is 8. Tails is 8 as of the modern Sonics, as I understand it. In Sonic 2, like Sega Genesis Sonic 2, Sega Mega Drive Sonic 2, wasn't he supposed to be like a toddler at that time? 1 year for every tail. Yeah. Isn't that how kitsunes are meant to work in mythology as well? Like, the longer they've been about, the more tails they have in general. Tails is a Vulpix, oh boy. Oh no. There's probably all sorts of horrible ways that could go, to be honest.
HVT under fire. We took out their HVT.
Classic Sonic was never younger Sonic, it was just a different art style.
HVT is taking fire. Keep the package safe. They got our HVT. Friendly HVT on site. Keep them safe.
Different art style / universe. As explored in
All threats neutralized.
in both Forces and
Whatever they're
I know how to do a lot of things. Losing isn't one of them.
I never forget this.
there we go.
Target is done.
Ah, it was retconned in Generations to be younger Sonic, okay. Oh shoot, I was third on the team there. That's cool. Evan Scott Plays, welcome to the stream, how you doing? As you can see, I'm playing some Call of Duty Black Ops 6 because I'm silly. Swap from Urge to Pocket Aces. Uh-oh. Oh. Of bloody course I'm going to go Volcuta. Because I suppose Sonic the Hedgehog The characters are alive, are they not? I'm going to change... Let's do Alvarez. And this one from Grey to Toro's a... Well, Toro's a bloke, so no. I'll stick with the Grey. Which of these characters does not appear in the vision... Goes the Gripz. Fan, Fezziwig, Bell, or Marley? I'm going to guess Marley. Just, you know... Oh, I thought I'd swap that out for Scourge. Oh well, I'll have to fiddle out with that again then.
Controlling Bravo.
Locking down the area. Watch my back.
Zone Alpha captured. The lead is on.
Whee! Just barrels of Nova 6. Casually.
C. Location secure. Maintain current posture.
I swear I changed this. I'll swap it out. I'll swap it out again even. W. No, I didn't want to select the class. I wanted to twiddle with it.
Taking
That's
C.
a Scout. Edit loadout.
Enemy sniper shooting. Sighted on target.
There we go. Which one was the weird CGI one? So remember the bigger weird CGI one. At some point. Somewhere, somehow. Somewhere. Somewhere.
Losing B. Securing Charlie.
Hang on.
If you have something to say, you best say it.
We're losing Alpha. Locking down Charlie. Securing C.
Ah!
Enemy RC
Good load.
detected.
RCXD in my sights.
Bang.
Authorizing Hellstorm strike.
Objective capture underway.
Losing Bravo. Enemy scout pod detected.
Oh, ho, ho, ho! Did you see that?
Hold your position.
That was a really... It's not the 2022 Netflix version. It was like... It was old enough to be on DVD.
Charlie.
It was sort of noughties kind of time. Noughties, maybe very early 10s. It could have been the 2004 version you were talking about.
Sniper's dead.
Ah!
Come out now.
Ah! I have been geschlorkensed. Whatever the hell that means.
Watch it. Sniper.
Oh, 2004 is live action. Maybe 2006, I'll look it up. I'll look it up at some point.
Scout pulse activated.
RCXD active.
Tossing frag. I'm
Locking
taking
down
this one.
Charlie.
Take that, you.
Securing C.
Friendly mind that I love you isn't a romantic phrase, it's just about affection. There are so many people I want to tell I love them. But it feels weird because they'll think that I mean it romantically, when really I just mean it in the weird, hyper-affectionate way that I do. Yeah, just... PSA for those who are interested, like... Or PSA in general, about me. If I tell you I love you, it's because one, I mean it. Two, I mean it in the hyper-affectionate Aero Race way. Not in the sense that, like... If I say I love you, it doesn't mean that I want to put my penis in you. Let's put it that way. Yeah, in the platonic way.
Taking C. Losing B.
And if you think about it as well, there's no such thing as just friends. Just friends? What the hell does just friends mean? Friends are... Friends are fucking sacred. The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, so they say. Friends and family, your friends are your family. Just friends. Friendship is fucking sacred.
Losing B.
Friendship is fucking sacred. Romance... Love doesn't have to be romantic or sexual. And just because it isn't romantic or sexual doesn't mean it can't be as deep. Technically, friends are family. As I said, the blood of the covenant thicker than the water of the womb. Same thing with hugging people. I wish I could hug people more. There have been people I've... Allos think friendship is lesser than... They think there's some kind of weird tier of love. I mean, I don't know if it's just because I'm autistic, but I don't get romance. I don't get just wanting to be with and cherish just one person. It seems so exclusive. Even if I was alloromantic, I wouldn't... Magic, you can be sure as hell I wouldn't be monogamous. Why should love be limited to one person? Why should love be, limited in that way? It was originally blood is thicker than the water, or rather it was originally the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the room. It got shortened to blood is thicker than water, and then people think it's... And now people think it means the opposite of what it actually means. It's like the phrase, my country right or wrong. What people think it means is that, like... Means both parental figures. I had a... There was a kid in my prime... Once upon a time in my primary school, there was a child who, like... They'd done, like, pictures of their families. Like, painted pictures of their families. Good grief, Carol Defender. No need to get no need to get incredibly passionate in that way. Yeah, that I believe is what we like to call sort of parasocial. Actually, well, no, parasocial's different. Yeah, two characters in a children's show hug. The internet then be like, oh, they fucking. Why can't they just be bros? Precisely. YouTube Parasocial's YouTube chat and streamer. I don't like that kind of relationship. It's so impersonal. It's why I tend to watch smaller streamers, because with smaller streamers, like, the audience tends to be a lot more close-knit. People think you and your new friend are a thing. You're not. You think it's too early. How can you tell if you're Demi or Aero? Honestly, I don't think... Honestly, I don't think those two things are really connected that much. Like, if this person is your friend, well, that's all good. That's all good. My advice on the whole thing would just be, don't worry too much about it. Don't make any decisions. Don't make any choices. Because how can I put it? Well, oh, Rewind. Rewind's a really good map. How can I put it? Like, being somewhere on the LGBT spectrum isn't something that you should, like, seek out. Because if you do, then it won't be genuine. It's something that you realise. I've said this about the LGBT spectrum, just like in general. Being LGBT is not something you decide to be. It's not something you choose to be. It's something you... it's certainly not something that you know, quote unquote, want to be. In the traditional sense. What it is something that you realise you are. And here is the... And here's the weirdest part. It is some of the weirdest part, especially about being Aero Ace. People can be Aero Ace and still have, like, you know, preferred types in terms of people and, like, kinks and the like. In a sense, one could be Aero Ace because one's sort of sexuality is not related to people. In a sense. I have heard people describe themselves on the internet as Aero Ace and kinky. Whereas people tend to be the kinkiest. Oh boy. Yeah, sexuality doesn't have to necessarily be attraction. It can be... I'm trying to think of an example, like... What do you mean, ugh, damn Daniel? What do you mean, ugh? I mean, if somebody doesn't say these things... somebody doesn't say these things, then... When are they going to be said? There's more forms of attraction.
Clear. Sniper is down. I see movement.
There is much about... yeah. How can I put it? Humanity has not got the human condition completely figured out. They like to think that they do. They don't. You found it weird. In what sense weird? You love Aries people have got to be your favourite gender. I mean, that's... I'm not laughing. That's just kinda... Yeah, exactly. There's non-romantic attraction, platonic, like we were saying, platonic. Platonic, and if you've got something sort of between that, sort of not romantic, but slightly more than platonic, we call that queer platonic.
TACOM, give me a UAV.
Where best to place this mine? I think I'm going to put it somewhere there. That looks quite sensible. Oop. Die. That's still pretty funny. Sniper's dead. You can come out now. Treyarch has the best one. Oh, it's a meme. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if it's a meme, that makes it a little better. But like, I don't know. It just smacks of. It smacks of, how can I put it? It smacks of, you know, attack helicopter humor, where people go like, oh, I sexually identify as an attack helicopter. It's just like, come on, that's nobody identifies as an attack helicopter. That's just that's just you trying to make out the LGBT spectrum as something silly, which it isn't. It's an attempt by its members to understand themselves, to find the words to describe themselves. And mockery is not how you respond to it. And to be honest, if it is how you respond to it, then what that shows is lack of understanding, just lack of understanding in general. No, or rather, not only lack of understanding, but also lack of willingness to understand. Platonic's love/attraction does apply to fictional characters. When it comes to fictional characters, I think that's something entirely different. Oh, the joke was started by a trans person. Fair enough. Aesthetic. Sky and Damien. Controversial in what way? Because I've not heard of that. Here's another thing I'm going to say. I know I have a rule against political stuff in my server and such, but the reason I make an exception for LGBT, the topic quote unquote of LGBT people, because it's not political. It isn't political, and it's only political when people who want it to be political make it political. Damien's true trans man, Sky's just a cis girl who wants to feel special. That's the thing. That's the thing, like... You have to... I can't possibly tell you how much we've done into this, but like... I'm willing to wager that there's way more people Yeah, LGBT isn't political at all. It's just just how people choose to identify themselves, or rather, how people do identify themselves. Because nothing about being LGBT is a choice. Nothing about it is a decision. What it is a realization. It took me ages. It took me ages to actually identify as LGBT because I'm aerobase. Just because of all the weird, like, twists and turns that it has. And to be honest, I'm still a little weird about it myself. It just because like, when people say LGBT, they think they only think of the L, the G, the B, and the T.
I know how to do a lot of things. Losing isn't one of them.
It only gets political when people make it political. Oh god! I just realised I got the play of the game! Oh wow, that's nice. Play the game! It's not really fair to set limits on things that aren't a choice. Though that is straying into politics, so let's keep the discussion just to the LGBT spectrum. Incidentally, as an LGBT person, LGBT plus person, just say LGBT plus. Don't feel like you have to include the entire alphabet in the acronym. LGBT plus is fine. I'm fine being the plus. I am fine being the plus, and I'm not going to. And I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be like angry. I'm not gonna be angry at you, and I'm not gonna. I'm gonna cry lack of representation if you don't say LGBTQIA, etc., etc. LGBT's fine to me. It's also LGBTQ plus. That's also fine. It might not cover a race, but I don't care. That's fine. I mean, just look at the Anglo-Saxons. Do you think the Jutes were? Do you think the Jutes are annoyed? Do you think the Jutes were annoyed about it not being the Anglo-Saxon Jutes? You're not LGBTQIA plus person yourself, but you'd rather respect people's sexualities. Well, let me put it this way: you can respect my sexuality by calling me what I want to be called. A lot of LGBT is actually an evolutionary trait. I'm not so certain. I'm really not so certain because, like, if you talk about it purely from a Darwinian standpoint, it comes across as like. Also, like, ooh, gay people can't have kids, so they'll. It's just. Yeah, when you start. Gay penguin couples will take care of abandoned baby penguins. From a pragmatic point of view, I can absolutely see this. Have you got like a child who's up for adoption, and the best choice is a gay couple? I don't see why them being gay should make them any less a family. It all comes down to what people. It all comes down to, like, ideas about family and what constitutes a family. Is it a nuclear family? Yeah, and why I'm a little sort of eyebrow raisy about the idea of LGBT being like an evolutionary trait of humanity is because I personally believe that because of how we've developed, we're at a kind of... We've sort of come to the point where, like... We've come to the point where, like, we are slowly, but surely beating evolution, so to speak. Because we live in a world where every life is valued. Including those that are quote-unquote deformed. I say quote-unquote because, like, that's what it might have been said. That's how it might be described in the animal kingdom.
I'm taking the objective.
Losing B.
But these days, people could have the most profound disabilities or needs, and they would still be given every chance of their life, and that's how it is. That's the logical endpoint of evolution. To get to a point where everyone can. To get to a point where it's not needed. Or that it will eventually get to a point where it's not needed because we have medicine. Hi, Cinnamon. I'm playing Call of Duty and getting philosophical. Yeah. And then there's the...
I got this. Capturing the objective.
And then we go on to a whole other thing, which is standards of beauty. Like, are your legs doing the thing? The painful thing? Oh dear.
Enemy UAV inbound.
It doesn't feel like a cramp kind of pain, does it? Not that I would change my opinion very much, or like my view of it. It's just pure curiosity. Is it a cramp kind of pain, or an ache kind of pain, or a stabbing kind of pain? Oh, it's twitching. Okay. Funnily enough, I sometimes stim with my leg.
I'm rolling now.
Losing B.
I see what you just retracted, Tirania, and I'm just thinking, is that
We lost B.
like,
UAV established
Capturing.
above.
Cover me.
is that so bad?
Enemy UAV inbound.
It's Call of Duty Black Ops 6. What is the Call of Duty?
Here we go.
I suppose it refers to like a really sort of idealistic... It's kind of an artifact title for when it was just a World War II game. But I imagine it refers to like the sort of idealistic concept that like somebody joins the army because they feel like
Enemy CUAV
a profound need to defend their country and da-da-da-da sort of thing, you know? That's what I think they're trying to refer to with the Call of Duty. But now I just think it's an artifact title.
Objective capture in progress.
Taking Bravo underway.
On 29, you have an appointment to go over the nerve test results. Okay. Sounds like it'll go okay. I reckon it'll go alright. Oh, speaking of appointments, I forgot. I don't know if I mentioned it, but this week I had my tooth drilled.
Snipers down.
It was a very strange experience. Strange and frightening, but funnily enough, not actually that painful. The only painful part was when they injected the anesthetic. Sorry, there's nobody with needles as a trigger, needles or the mention thereof, like as a trigger in the chat, is it?
UAV above. Enemy UAV inbound.
Don't want to trigger someone by accident. Why should you only retract messages that could be considered rudity? Well, I'm just saying, like, you didn't necessarily have to retract that one. Yeah, I got out fine. Just needed to drill one tooth and have it filled, and yeah,
Secure it out.
I have a filling now.
5 kills. I'm taking
Taking
the
Bravo
objective.
underway. Hostile UAV is
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you Now, look, if you're worried about your... yeah, if you're worried about your health... Worried about the health, the best thing you can do is get it checked out.
Securing B. B secure.
Now, I shan't get into the problems of access to medicine right now, but, like... The worst thing you could do is procrastinate on it. Just get it sorted out, if only for the peace of mind that it's nothing. Because it's a win-win if you think about it. Either you catch it, either it's something you catch early so it's more treatable, or it's something that or it's just nothing.
Securing zone A.
Assaulting the objective now.
Body drop. We lost B. Zone Alpha captured.
Me when ADHD and need ADHD meds. Yep.
TACOM, deploy counter UAV.
Alvarez, capturing the objective.
Yeah, I will hold my hands up. I am very, very guilty of forgetting to take my depression meds.
All locations locked down. Dig in and hold.
In fact, when I went to Germany, I forgot to bring them with me. So I went for like a week or so without my meds, and it showed.
Tango, last dance.
We're losing Alpha.
Okay, I know. Let's go.
Hostile counter UAV established above. Hostile UAV established.
I mean, I procrastinate on making videos. So I'm in a sort of collaborations arc right now. I've got... Menancho sent me over another script on math. After going on a testosterone block, you've been remembering to take your E more frequently. That's cool.
The objective.
You know, a win's a win.
Mano, check your aim.
Go. Doesn't matter if it's correlation or causation or whichever. It's a win. Yeah.
Locking down Charlie. You gonna let a bunch of company assholes beat you? Fight back, damn it! Control zone C.
Is another thing I've heard a couple of things about recently. The idea of quote-unquote toxic positivity.
They're taking C. Securing zone A.
I mean, I can definitely imagine it being a thing.
Lost C.
I can imagine it taking the form of things like love bombing and such.
Getting UAV on grid.
But at the same time, it's still a strange thing to think about. The idea that
Bravo.
support, the very idea that, like, having a support network,
On my beacon. We lost B.
or getting support,
We just got our ass.
is somehow
Collect the wounded and
toxic?
get to the CCP.
I shan't pry, Stans. I shan't pry. No one has ever stopped crying from being told don't cry. It's the right kind of support for the right kind of thing.
Always check your corners. Tango down.
It's not a support network thing. Fair enough. Oh, I see. I think I get it. Unikitty. I'm thinking Unikitty. Am I thinking right? Not allowing a thing to be criticised. Fair enough. That much is definitely fair, because I'm very much of the belief that it's through criticism that things grow. Ooh, the spy cams are tactical. I didn't realise that. That's the first Jackbox game today. Oh! I'll do one more game, but I forgot to mention that. Survey Scramble came out and I've bought it. I did buy the Survey Scramble. Yeah, I don't actually have it installed, but it shouldn't be too hard to. Let's have I just quickly whip open Steam. Your three-legged mother. Oh boy. Good lord. Get on the other one, Steam. Yeah, too much of a good thing and all that. I can imagine.
Enemy sniper in my AO.
It's because there's somebody in the game called Deine dreibeinige Mom, which literally translates to your three-legged mum. Toxic because it also affects the people around you. True. I don't know. I don't know. It's probably just Denglish, you know. Do you know what I mean when I say Denglish? It's down. I think I'm going to mute these guys. Do. As far as you know, Germans don't say mom. Yeah, but like sometimes just English words can like German people just use English words when they want to, just like I've heard of the concept Denglish. Where they just throw random English words into German. I was trying to think of another example I've seen of Denglish. There was one horrid Henry book where, like, Henry, like, tricks Peter into believing that their mother is a mummy. Because, you know, because of the double meaning of mummy and mummy. Different etymologies, though, I think, because isn't, like, mummy mummy as in, like, mummification comes from, like, is an old word meaning bitumen? I seem to remember. I definitely remember it being like an old word meaning bitumen. Just limit the download speed to like 1,000 kilobits per second, so it doesn't interfere with the stream or the game. So that shouldn't take so long. Hopefully. It's only like 200 megabytes. That's tiny. The Spanish word for mummy is in the... well, is madre. Although... would that be just literally mother? On what you're talking about, that's the way it manifests in Japanese is really interesting. Because, like, they not only take English words, they shorten them. I believe the... as mummy... At least in Latin American Spanish, I seem to remember it being momia. La momia. Because again, different etymology. It's from this old word for bitumen, not from mother. Momia. Same in German, and mummy in German is in the Egyptian mummy is mumia. Mumias.
Good to see you again, cabron.
Okay. The Japanese word for bread, if I remember rightly, comes out of Portuguese. By way of Chinese, if I remember rightly. Pan.
Sniper, take cover. Hostile sniper taken out.
Yeah, part-time job. Arbeiter, from the German Arbeit. Ironic. And ironically, the German word for part-time work is from English, jobben. Jobben. To get a part-time job. Or to work part-time.
Snuff.
Jobben. Yeah, look it up, it's true. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. If I remember rightly, like the Japanese name for Japan, Nippon Nihon, basically went through a load of mutations or corruptions by the time it got to English. So it was like, I think it was the Dutch and the Portuguese. Nippon, and then and in its first form. Yeah, that's the thing about Japanese, because of how sort of flexible a language it is. There's so many puns that you can make in it that just won't work in other languages. Because a word spelled the same way in katakana can mean something different to its hiragana equivalent. And then of course you got the kanji, which have multiple different readings. One character could have like hundreds of different meanings. And that's why I'm probably never going to learn Japanese in my life. I just have to persuade Yuri to let me tag along next time she goes. Nippon. If I remember rightly, it first appeared in English as Japan, Giapan, Japan, which eventually became Japan. Yeah.
Damn it, they must have hacked our comms. Go dark. We'll
Me
pick you
cago
up
en tu
later.
madre. I've seen more fight in the Coast Guard. See you in Hogwash.
Japan looks similar to the Japan. I wouldn't be surprised if that's part of where it came from. Ooh, now that was an impressive play. That's the thing. It's because English, I still use your description of English to this day stands, of English being like 20 languages in a trench coat. Because of how many influences it has. Just the stupid number of influences it has. Right. Yep. Survey Scramble is downloaded, I believe. Yes, it is. So we'll go to the... So here's what we're going to do. Indeed, there's only one way to pronounce each syllable, or rather, as we'd call it in phonetics, or phonics, if you want to say. There's only one phoneme to a grapheme. Right then, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to spend an hour playing Survey Scramble. And next stream, Prinzessin. That's an interesting one because in English, the singular, Prinz, Prinzessin. The suffix "in" usually on itself means, usually on its own means female. What's going to happen to the last game choice? I'm still working on that. It's probably not going. It's probably going to go nowhere, unfortunately. United Kingdom locale, because I'm sorry. Right. Words using hateful speech will be rejected. There we go, that'll do it. Okay then. Oh yeah, I need to turn on room code hiding. Code hiding. Well, this is Jackbox Survey Scramble. It's just come out. There's no, like, extra timer. No matter. Let's go. Let's try this out. Okay, bless you too. Let me just... Where's the room code going to be? Right, I'm in. Everybody else get in. Okay, so what I'm probably going to do is play high-low. I think we're going to go for high-low. Your survey says. Okay. Right, we've still got space. If anyone wants to join in. Not that it matters that much, because apparently... It's because I think you can jump in between... Let me check, because I'm pretty sure you can jump in. We've still got 4 spaces. Come on, guys. Stands it. Nice. Tell you what, I will wait for one more player. And then we shall get going. I feel like bounce is going to be... Yeah, I don't think bounce is going to work well on stream. So I'm going to go with high-low. We've got space for one more. Oh, yeah, I need to do it on sound. Sorry, I forgot about that. There we are. There we go, you should hear it now. We've got space for 3 more. Let's get in here, shall we? Heck it, I'm just going to start with high-low. I'm just going to start high-low. Let's do it.
Which topic will you be working with?
Okay.
Cast your vote.
Cast your vote, guys.
It's decided.
Song subjects. What's your favourite songs about?
In high-low, you'll be guessing the best and worst of the list. First, try and guess a top-ranked answer. Type your guess on your controller and hit submit. Remember, guesses should be one word only.
So one word only. Waiting on answers from 2 people.
Time's almost up.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
All answers received. Let's see the results.
Rock. Rock is all the way down at 70.
Looking good.
Friendship is up at 3. Nice.
Isn't showing.
That's 3 votes. Love. Yep, knew it. Love, number 1. Hope, down at number 10. Which means... Here we go.
Now, try and guess another top-ranked answer.
Okay.
One word guesses only, please. Type your guess and hit submit. If you want to smush 2 words together like peanut butter, just make sure you think it's something other people would also have done.
This is very interesting.
Time's nearly up.
So yeah, Survey Scramble is now... I think I'll add it to the description, actually, because...
I've got all your answers. First we have
Fun, 19. Fine. Looking forward to the weekend. Family, 111. Quite far down. Yeah, I don't have much faith in humanity. And it was misplaced lack of faith because it's only 31. War, quite far down. Breakups. Oh, breakups was number 2. Very well played. All the way down at the bottom, the least popular answer.
Ranked answers.
Okay, now that is interesting.
Then think of the opposite.
Okay,
Time's almost up.
oh, I'm really not sure what to put here now.
All answers are in.
I couldn't get an answer in time. Food. Oh god, that's quite high to the top. Holidays. 62, sort of middle of the road.
Solid.
Drugs, that's quite high. I'd imagine that'd be quite high. It's 50 on the...
Promising.
Country. I was trying to guess things like country. I was guessing things like cowboys and horses, but like... I wonder what the actual lowest answer was.
Now give me another low-ranking guess.
Let me try another one. Ah, I've got one. There we are. Site talk. I guess it's kind of like Family Fortunes, except with 121 answers. And we're not expected to guess them all.
Time's nearly up. I've got all your answers. How did
'Kay.
it play out?
We both went for hate, which is alarmingly quite high. Nostalgia
Not great.
was up at 9. Party, I imagine that being quite high. Yeah, 14. We're going for lowest down ones now. Things that people might... Things that... There are songs about, but not many things. Not many of them. Oh, I've plummeted!
Finally, you have two choices on your controller. Which do you think is ranked higher on the list? Make your choice.
Right.
And how did it play out?
Which one is higher? Loneliness or loss? Loneliness is number 13. Loss is number 7. Yep. Imagined as much.
Why don't I give you the top 10?
The top 10. Rebellion. Freedom. Hope.
Let's see our final scores.
Justice for Jake is our runner.
You've come crawling back to the lobby.
Would you like to pick
Play
an...
the same game. Follow your heart.
What would you...
Slack-jawed
I'll let
with
Justice for
caution.
Jake pick our next game.
And tour plays through everything.
Though I am going to rule out bounce, because I think that might not work on stream very well. So Carol Defender, do we play high-low again, or do we want to go for speed? You choose survive the internet. I mean... You've got... we're playing Survey Scramble. I meant like one of the games in Survey Scramble, if that's okay. So, high-low, speed, or squares? Here's the next mode, yes. I'll play high-low, speed, or squares. And I'm ruling out bounce because I don't think it'll work on stream. Squares. Okay, let's try squares. See what happens when we do.
Which massive list will you try and conquer? What do you find intriguing?
Are you the only one who likes this? I like it. I think this is quite interesting.
Okay then.
Tricky word to spell. Alright then.
You're on teams for this one. You can switch if you're with people you don't like or trust.
There's no way we can have balanced teams on this, so I'm just going to lock it in now.
Squares. Guess an answer within a range to claim that square. 3 claimed squares in a row wins the round.
Right. Okay, Alright.
The top-ranked answer in a range locks the square, so it can't be stolen.
Oh. Oh, I see. I think it might be taking it in turns.
The square is claimed.
Mm. Words that are hard to spell. Pepperoni, green peppers, mushrooms, and olives, and he put some chives on himself. I don't get it. Hmm. Okay. Oh, chicken stew by System of a Down. Mississippi. The problem with this is you also have to spell the words right. I've never heard that. I've never heard that song by System of a Down.
On the board, not high enough to steal.
Hmm. Twatchin's got to get something out. Twatchins is trying. It looks like this could work on stream, perhaps. Oh wait, I see how it works. You work sort of in turn. Acquiesce.
The top-ranked answer locks the square.
Ooh. So one person.
High enough to steal. reasoning.
Don't forget, there are... You can do suggestions from your team, too. Hemorrhage isn't on the list. Surprising. Tallahassee's not on the list. That's surprising.
Not quite high enough on the range to steal the square.
Plus, we already have the square, so, yeah. Tallahassee's a city, and yet Mississippi's up there. Oh, I'm playing next. Words that are tricky to spell. It needs to be words that are difficult to spell. Oh, my word. And I've got one. Massachusetts isn't on the list. Surprising.
Not quite high enough on the range to steal the square. Not quite high enough on the range to steal the square.
Oh, I couldn't get one in.
On the board, not high enough to steal.
See you, Tyrannia. Yeah, I think I think this game might be a bit too long. I'm going to accept draw.
This is known as a tie.
I think I'm going to strike off squares just because it takes bloody ages to get things to happen.
You're back in the lobby.
Since nobody actually won, we're going to go with speed this time.
3 hand-picked categories. Pick one.
Okay, what's our topic going to be?
Time's nearly up. no interest in voting? Allow me.
Isn't a crime, but shouldn't be.
This is speed. How much of the list can you reveal? The clock will be ticking, but every correct answer adds more time. Begin.
You guys are all guessing things that are actually crimes. Transphobia's on the list, apparently. I thought speeding was a crime.
Let's review everything you revealed.
There does seem to be something of a real-time element to this.
Top 10.
Catcalling, catfishing, queue jumping, gaslighting, spitting, ghosting, bullying. Number 1, littering.
And let's
Wow.
see our final scores. Welcome back to the lobby.
I say we do another game of high-low.
Which topic shall we learn too much about? Vote now.
We'll see you, Stans. See ya. Do another game of high-low. It seems reasonable enough. Hang on, will it let me kick in active players? Since we've got a couple of people who've left, I'm going to exit to the game menu and start it up again.
You've arrived at the survey Scramble. Let's wander the halls of knowledge after pausing in the lavatory of minutia. Make sure to cycle through the different modes of play.
Here we go.
Remember, you can answer surveys while you wait. It all goes into our database. Not sure what to choose? Pick for me chooses for you, and Tour plays through everything.
I guess it's only the 5 of us, so let's go for high-low again.
3 topics, each with hundreds of answers.
Embarrassing kid faves, verb you do daily or use to kill zombie.
Got it.
Let's go then.
You'll be guessing the best and worst of the list. To start us off, try and guess one of our top-ranked answers. Type your guess on your controller and hit submit. Remember, we want one-word guesses.
I'm kind of glad that Stanza's gone, because I think Stanza would be very annoyed with my answer.
How did everyone do?
I went with Sonic. Sonic 26. Oh my god. Sonic's 20. Pokemon 15. Games. Heathen! Haha! Chocolate.
Very average. No.
Okay. Well, looks most reasonable.
Now, try and guess another top-ranked answer. One-word guesses only, please. Type your guess and hit submit. If you want to smush 2 words together like ice cream, fine. But it should be something you think other people will do as well. Time's nearly up.
I'm really running out of things to say.
All answers are in.
Here we go.
Let's see what happened. Looking good. Excellent.
Cartoons is number 2. Oh, goodness.
Oh, dear.
Slinky. All the way down there. Mario. That is quite far down.
I like it.
Christmas. No, that's just kind of sad.
Now you're looking for one of our lowest ranked answers. Something from the lowest depths of the list. Time's almost up.
Oh boy.
I've got all your answers. Let's see how you did. Oh dear.
Sugar is pretty high up. It's number 4.
Promising.
Pizza. Neither did I. Beyblades. Oh, I used to love Beyblades. I
like
put
it.
love. Man, we got some real sad people in this game.
Okay, give me another low-ranking guess.
I'm guessing really obvious things, and apparently they're all not on the list.
Time's nearly up. answers are in. How did it play out?
Okay. America. 223, quite low.
Looking good.
Park. Oh, Parks, yep. Gum. Oh boy, that's quite high up. 195. Candy. Number 1. Oh boy. Oh dear.
Finally, you have 2 choices on your controller. Which do you think is ranked higher on the list? Choose now. Let's see what happens.
What's lower, Furby or soda? Furby is higher.
Finally, let's reveal the entire top 10.
McDonald's yo-yos and scrunchies. Cheese and Lunchables. Our winner in this round is Twattions. Right then.
Hello again. Take a moment and decide what you're doing next.
I guess one more round of high-low.
3 massive lists to choose from.
Like I said, Dan, I filtered out US-centric answers, so it's very strange.
Very well. Time to guess the best.
It's hard to think like them. Okay. This seems a bit more easier to answer.
First we have
Bread is the top answer. Oh boy. Candy 36. Fair enough. Sweets. Butter even lower. Oh man.
right in the middle. Promising.
Water quite high up.
Well done.
Oh yeah, milk is a pretty obvious choice. Bread, milk. And I think I know what the number 3 or 4 or 5 is going to be.
All answers are in. How did everyone do?
No, look, eggs. Yep, 3 of us put eggs. And it's the 3rd top answer. Hoo boy. Cereal. Fruit. Ah. Of course it's bread, milk and eggs. Now we have least popular answers. I'm guessing answers that are so unpopular that I actually can't... that they're not on the list at all. I've guessed something correct, but I think it might be quite high.
Time's almost up. I've got all your answers. Let's see the results. I like it.
Potatoes. It's in the lower quadrant, I suppose. Oh, tuna. Surprisingly low.
Oh dear.
Good grief, avocado was higher than I thought it would be. Sausage. I'd imagine. I would have thought that'd be quite high. Sausages. Suströmming.
Oh no.
I guessed the vegetables, and that's even higher. So yeah. Another low down answer. Something that people do say they grab at the grocery store, but quite infrequently. Okay, I've made a very British guess.
All answers received. How did it play out?
Went wine. Quite clever, actually. That's very low. Spices. Spices weirdly high. Fish. Upper quadrant, but still. Kumquat. Wouldn't kumquats come under fruit?
No.
Goodness gracious, Marmite is quite high. This is thrumming. That's basic. That is how it's spelled, actually, Carol Defender, I think. Okay, which is more popular, gum or drinks?
Make your choice. How did it play out?
Maybe it's a fad food. I imagined drinks would be higher because water was weirdly high. Right, now let's see 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10.
Top 10.
Chicken, juice, bananas, chocolate, and cheese.
And let's see our final scores.
Cinnamon. Okay.
Oh, hello. You've returned.
We'll do one more round of high-low. One more round of high-low, and then we will go...
Which topic will you be working with? Cast your vote.
Oh, got to cast my...
It's decided.
Pocket nouns. What's a noun you wish you had in your pocket right now? I think I know what's going to be a very high number.
Time to guess the best and worst of the list.
Go on for something which I think will be quite high.
Answers are in. How did everyone do?
4 people went money, and it's the top answer, isn't it? Yep, knew it.
Masterful.
Knew it. Knife. 57. We're splitting the top answer between 4 people, which means, ironically, Twatchins is at the top. Okay, I've gone with a somewhat,
Time's nearly up. All answers received. First we have... I like it. Not bad at all.
pen. Mace was my guess. 42. I'm not banning this game. Provisionally, though, what I'm going to do, I have put bounce and speed on the banned list. Because bounce, obviously, is not going to work on stream, and speed, I found, is not... doesn't really... well, we found that speed doesn't really work. Squares, I think, is okay, but I'm going to set a timer for it. Like, I'm going to set a 15-minute timer, and if we haven't got a winner after 15 minutes, we have to have a draw. I really want my answer to be quite low down.
Time's almost up. I've got all your answers.
Oh, your internet stopped working. Deodorant? That's quite high. We want low ones now. Toys.
Hey, you tried.
Right, we want low. Pencil. That's right next to toy.
Door. Promising.
Vape. Cigarettes. Low, but not that low. Something you wish you had in your pocket. Something similar to my previous guess, but
Time's nearly up. All answers are in. Let's see what happened. Oh dear.
my book is quite high. Wallet. Oh, wallet is even higher. That was a terrible guess for me if I wanted to go for least popular. Chocolate. Quite surprisingly high. Tablet. How on earth would you fit a tablet in your pocket?
Which do you think is ranked higher on the list? Choose now. Let's see what happened.
What's higher? Perfume is at 11. And we all guessed that gum was higher. Correctly.
Finally, let's see the full top 10.
Phone, keys, pen, cash.
Final score.
How are money and cash different things? I suppose there's money and then there's coins, but still, why are money and cash different things? Right. I am going to leave it there. So yeah, I'm going to say that speed and squares are banned, which leaves only speed and bounce are banned, which means leaves only high, low, and squares playable. So let me just find somebody to raid. Yeah, next time it will be what have I got? The last Jackbox winner says survive the internet. This all looks reasonable. Let me see who's streaming. That's a very good call, actually, Cyrix. Following. Who are we going to raid? Let's have a look. Let's change things up a bit. Let us raid today. Today we shall raid Robotic Battle Toaster. Let me see. Where is it? Okay. So, go ahead. Go ahead, let's raid Robotic Battle Toaster. Good stream today, guys. And I'll see you all next time. This isn't a pack, it's its own game, Survey Scramble. They are different modes of the same game, Carol Defender. Anyways, see you all next